We've
Right.
got the Miami Grand Prix, which you obviously went to, and then we've obviously got Austin, which has been a great, just amazing circuit with lots of flowing corners, and the drivers love it. And then, of course, in the future as well, Las Vegas. But getting back to the crux of the question, we would love to see Andretti Autosport in Formula One. Just for the listeners at home there, Mario, like, has there been any news at all, or any progression maybe in the talks of the entry going forward in the future? Is there anything at all you could comment at this stage?
Well, the project is going on absolutely. I mean, every single day we're on it, and just trying to satisfy, trying uh, to understand what they really want from us. And I think up to this point, everything they've asked, we've satisfied. We're I hear, some comments here and there that, we're probably not credible enough because, oh, you have to understand, it's for the long term. No kidding. I mean, the plan that we're making is a minimum. I mean, right now you already have a plan of 10 years or more as far as the involvement. We're not rookies in this area. We may be rookies in Formula One, but not in the sport. And the sport is the sport, that we understand. We know the magnitude of that undertaking, and we're ready to do it. And just please accept us. That's all I can say. And like I said, we're working every possible angle and tell us what we need to do. And but Michael is on this thing every single day, and but a lot of things are already in progress, just hoping and trying to think that okay, we're going to give it the official go ahead, because once that's done, they're already almost a quarter of a way there already, because we want to be on the grid in 2024.
That would be amazing, Mario. And again, like, I'm so thankful for your honest response there. And it'll be a lot of reassurance to all of our listeners at home as well that it's still going, that we're still pushing to get an entry, because I can't see why not. The Andretti family, as we touched on before, has so much history, so much success, even just in relation to Formula One. So for the FIA and for those governing bodies to make it such an obstacle to trade, for teams and owner teams like yourself and obviously Michael to come in, and you guys have been serious, you guys have put your cards on the table, you guys have made your intentions very clear with them that you're serious about this project. It's frustrating, like, I really wish that they would approach you guys with more open arms and an open heart, because as the fans, and I think what the people at the top, they need to recognize is that Formula One is a fan generated sport. It's not just the drivers and teams, but also the fans. And I think everybody, whether they're a Ferrari fan, Red Bull fan, McLaren fan, Mercedes fan, everybody would be rooting for Andretti Autosport, because it's just such an amazing name and legacy, as we touched on earlier. So I hope that they can see sense as well, Mario, and hopefully that the contractual talks behind the scene can continue to get done, and that they don't throw any more curveballs to make it unnecessarily difficult to enter. But then again, just from a complete this like dream coming true kind of element as well, Mario, I'd love to ask you this question: should Andretti be granted, an entry spot into F1 for, 2024? And, you've got so many incredible and talented drivers in your stable, from the likes of your grandson, Marco Andretti, to title contenders in the IndyCar series, which are like Colton Herta and Alexander Rossi, and even to like an ex Formula One driver, Roman Grosjean as well. Of all the names I've listed there, and if there's any that you could think of outside of that, I'd welcome you to mention them too. Who would you like to see pilot the cars for Andretti Autosport in Formula One?
Well, at the moment, I there's no question that there's a lot of weight put on the shoulders of Colton Hurt. I think he has proven to us, for quite a few years now, that number one, his clear honest desire to be in Formula One. Since he trained from age 15. He was in England. He was Formula Four until the family could not afford it anymore. But anyway, I think what he has proven so far at his very young age, at some of the road races that he won purely on speed and so forth, and
I think final sort of set of questions from me, and thank you so much for your time. It's been a real pleasure. You talk so much about how much of this is in your head and in your heart, about sort of passion and challenge and curiosity for detail and aspiring against the benchmark, whoever that is. Could you tell us sort of what's your? You seem like someone that still has a dream. What is what? You've achieved so much, but what is your motorsport dream? You mentioned driving a Ferrari, Red Bull, or Mercedes around Spa. We'll definitely will that into being. but yeah, what do you have a dream there of motorsport still?
well, of course I do. I mean, it's like I said. I think I want to maintain a strong legacy in the sport, and it's all handed down to the next generation. The dream is to see my son Michael and whoever else of our family would be involved, to exploit the sport to the maximum and derive, all the ultimate satisfactions that could be derived from that. That's my dream, to stay in it. And the closer they are, the more they expand their activities. The closer I will be, and the more reason I will have to stay close to the sport myself.
Mr. Andretti, is there anything you want to sort of say to the millions of fans out there that have followed you throughout your career? Any message you want to leave us with? And are you working on a project that you might want them to be aware of, or anything they should look out for?
Oh yes, we're working on a project, Formula One project.
Boom.
Please support us. Please support us. That's my plea.
You have our support, sir, and I think that is echoed across F1 fans, Hamilton, Team LH, be they Max Verstappen or whoever they are. They want to see Andretti in F1, and we really hope you get there and get there soon.